Today we're headed down to Tampa, which is why I'm talking, because Brink is driving. We have a brand new nephew, so we're gonna get to go see him and his parents, and maybe go even see some manatees and do some other exploring. But it's gonna be another awesome day full of adventures.
This is a typical Florida neighborhood, and if you were ever wondering how many different kinds of palm trees there are, the answer is a lot. I think we've seen like 15 different kinds of palm trees just in this one little neighborhood. It's kind of insane. This is one of the canals that leads out to Tampa Bay, and it is just so cool being on the water like this. It's one of my favorite places to be, and of course this is saltwater, even though it is very clear and smooth. Got some crazy looking trees and stuff growing along the edges, but one of the coolest things, let me see if he's still out here. Ah, no, he moved. I left my phone inside. Those little holes in the concrete right there. Crabs live in them. There is a crab sitting out on the edge. My brother said that when the sun is going down in the evenings and in the mornings, crabs just pour out of those holes. There's hundreds of them in there, and then you'll see stingrays and stuff slapping around on the water, but that's a pretty cool little spot. I would not mind coming out here, casting a rod, and relaxing for a few days. It would be very, very nice. We're headed over to a power plant near Tampa. The reason for that is that the flow of water out from this plant after it goes through the turbines to generate power is very, very warm. So during the colder parts of the year, manatees come up and swarm in the river right here. So we're hoping to go out and see some manatees from the viewing center. So those are all of the boilers that are running the turbines, and then the hot water ejects over there in those sluices, and that's what makes all of the marine life collect right here. As soon as the weather starts turning cold, keeps the water warm over here. We're on the back side of the coal plant, and so there is a gigantic excavator over there next to a mountain of coal, and that thing moves coal over onto the conveyor belt system that brings it up here into the stacks to burn, runs through the boilers, generates power with turbines, and white smoke is pretty clean. It just dissipates out. There's bunches and bunches of scrubbers up in the tops of these towers that keeps everything clean. So you can look at a coal power plant and think, oh no, it's polluting so much because there's so much smoke, but it's clean. I promise, it's clean. No worse than a wood bonfire.
So we're here with the gorgeous water and the huge fish and the manatee everywhere, and Brink can't stop talking about the giant machinery. This is where his priorities are. Not this. This. Boys.
There are tons of mangrove trees all over out here. This is, I think, in the tidal plain where it gets wet occasionally, so they kind of grow half in, half out. They've actually got an archway cut through the mangrove trees that you walk through. There are some huge fish in this place. That fish is at least 3 feet long. We can already see a manatee over there in the bushes. We'll try to get closer and get a good shot of it. He's not really moving much, but there he is, just chilling out under the tree. These things are a whole lot bigger than you think they are. Oh, he's coming up closer to the surface now. Stick your head out of the water, bud. That's a big old school of these fish. All the way back to the pier. Tons of them. There he comes, he's coming out of hiding. Poke his nose up, take a breath.
Look at the scar.
There's loads of fish eating algae off of him. And those scars on the back are where boats hit manatees quite often. Back in these canals, they always tell you to keep your speed very low so you can see them coming, but obviously some people don't. It's a horseshoe crab. Moving slow. So this pool is for stingrays, where they're actually pretty playful and they will let you touch them, but right now these guys are not coming close enough to the edge. Here's one. Come here, little guy. They're super leathery. Here's one right here. Hey, little guy. How are you doing? Hey. And the roots of these trees are just as crazy as the canopy. It's like looping roots going all over the place. That down there is a fiddler crab. You can see they're one big gigantic claw, and they just kind of blend in with the leaves, but they hide in all those hundreds of little holes all over the place in the ground. They sit right outside the hole, and then when you walk up, they all scatter and pop down. We just got back from Lowe's, so we got a bunch of supplies. They are right down there. I'm gonna be building some shelves and stuff in a closet for my parents tomorrow. That is my Christmas gift to them. And so tomorrow, I'm actually gonna do a whole build log where I'm gonna show all of the setup and everything and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So you should definitely tune in for that one. We're gonna have some fun tomorrow with various and sundry power tools and whatnot. So it'll be a good time. But for today, I'm signing out. We had a good time today. I got to see a whole bunch of family that haven't seen in a little while. So it was a good day, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for the ride.